Hi there, welcome to this video. I'm going to walk around my local reservoir and try and photograph some birds. This reservoir is really quite nice and it's quite an easy walk. One side goes along a path through some woodland and behind me is a disused railway track that runs along the other side, so it's very straightforward. I have been here before quite a while ago, but I did that with the thought of taking some landscape type photographs, so I've not actually been here to specifically take photographs of birds, but I've already heard a chiff-chaff just getting out of the car, and I'm hopeful that I'll see some more on the way round because it's a Friday morning, so it's quite quiet. There's not a lot of people about, so I stand a really good chance of probably spotting a few bits of wildlife along the way round. So come along and join me because I know that I'm really going to enjoy my photography. Behind me here are 3 posts, and I noticed as I got to this area that there was lots of birds about, so they're clearly very used to people and also probably being fed as well. So I put a little bit of corn down on the top of this post because I do quite often carry a little bag with me in my pocket for moments like this, and it's attracted lots of birds to these 3 posts, so I've managed to get quite a few different photographs, and the birds seem really friendly and not bothered at all by my presence, so it's worth looking out for moments like this when you're on a walk. So a little bit further along the path I came across this feeder just here, and it's empty at the moment, so I put a bit of food down on this wall, and then the trees became alive with birds, so it gave me lots of opportunity to take photos of them in their natural environment on the twigs before they jumped down onto the wall, and they weren't bothered at all by my presence, and it gave me a lot of opportunities to pause and wait and take some really good photos when they were clearly visible in good poses. Now you might have noticed recently in videos that when I go out taking photographs of birds, I'm not taking my tripod for my main camera. I'm doing a lot of handheld work, and I'm finding that this summer it's been really productive because it's allowed me to be a lot more responsive. As soon as I've heard a bird, I can get my camera to my eye very quickly, especially if you see one in front of you, and it just really speeds up my responsiveness times, where before if I was carrying my main tripod and then my vlogging tripod, I'd have to put both of them down first of all, then look through the camera and get the bird in the viewfinder, and by that time it was gone. And so now what I've done is I've put a strap on my vlogging camera so I can just carry that over my shoulder so it's not in one of my hands, and then I can just lift the camera straight up and I can get a lot more photographs. So it's really worth thinking about just unencumbering yourself, which is why I carry my camera around my neck rather than keeping it in a bag, because it just allows me to instantly get my camera to my eye if I see a bird. Another thing that I've been doing to try and improve my success rate in taking photographs of birds, especially in the summer when there's more leaf cover, is to use my ears a lot more. Now I've been using a bird identification app called Merlin that really does aid in identifying birds, and the more you use it, the more you can just identify them without the use of the app. And behind me in these trees there's a very vocal black-capped song thrush and chiff-chaff. Now I've stood here for about 5 minutes, but unfortunately unfortunately they must be in cover because I've not seen them at all, but they're very, very close, and so you always stand a chance of, if you wait for a few minutes, they might pop up onto the top of a branch to give you the opportunity to take their photos. Hello, cow. If you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, please do consider clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because it really does help out the channel, but also it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future content. As you can see, I've come down to the water's edge, so I'm at the top end of the reservoir because I have actually not travelled very far from the car park so far. I've still got the length of the reservoir to walk down and walk back again because I've spent so much time just stopping, looking for birds and just photographing them. Now, there are a herd of cows coming down to the edge of the water to drink, but there's not a lot of sign of birds on the water. Over in the distance, it looks like there's some mallards because that's what they sound like. I haven't yet looked through the camera, but I don't think it's going to be anything particularly exciting. There's not a massive amount of birds just here on the water, so I'll have a little scan about, but then I think I'll carry on walking. I've just had a little scan about with the camera. There are a couple of mallard that were quite close to the bank on this side, and there are 3 great crested grebes on the other side of the reservoir, but it is far too far away to take a good picture of them. So hopefully as I walk along the other side of the reservoir over here where the track is, I might get closer to them then, but who knows. This house here behind me has a long and interesting history. It was built by a local businessman in 1811 for the tune of £25,000. It was then left to his cousin and lover, Fanny, and it stayed with her for a while until the railway bought this property and the area around it to build a golf course. It stayed with the railway for a while, and then the railway fell out of use, and it was then bought by the Youth Hostel Association and became a youth hostel for a while. And unfortunately now it just lies derelict. The amount of water in the reservoir at the moment is a sign of just how much rain we've had this year. Normally, in the middle of July where we are now, the banks around the reservoir would be a lot wider because the water level would have gone down drastically. Now, the purpose of this reservoir is to feed the canal system. At the end of the lake, there is a dam, and the other side of that, there is a feeder canal, which we might see later on, and that goes into the main canals to keep it topped up. But because of the amount of rain we've had, the canal system must have stayed fairly full, and as a result the reservoir is full as well. Now, I don't know whether having a bird identification app is more of a curse or a blessing. It's very useful on occasions, but it can be really annoying because I've just talked to a local that seems fairly knowledgeable about the birds in this area, and he did tell me that there are goldcrest in these trees just along this section of path. So I got the app out, and sure enough it heard some, but they're so small and they're so far away that I just really don't stand much chance of seeing one at all. I am going to wait a little while, but I really don't have much hopes. There have been very, very few and far between the calls that I've heard, so I don't really think that I'm going to see one.
to the water.
Now I've reached a dam here at the end of the lake, so I'm now halfway on my walk. The second part of that stretch, I didn't see very many birds. I got lots in the first half an hour at the far end of the lake where it was quieter and there'd been feed put out. On the way down through the woods, because of the tree canopy, I didn't see a great deal. Now there are a few mallard out on the water just here, but again not a lot, so I'm going to walk back up the other side along the old disused railway track and see what I see there.
In the night, I will shelter, I will fight.
Just behind me here is an outflow from the reservoir that feeds the canal system that I mentioned earlier.
You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return.
I'm now on the old disused railway track here behind me. There is a small railway track still here, but this is just used at the weekends for visitors and guests to come on just for a little bit of fun.
You're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river.
Well, I was hoping to get access to the water's edge again from this side of the lake to see the Great Crested Grebes that I saw from the other side, but unfortunately it seems like this area here to my right is now private property and it's fenced off, so I can't get down to the water's edge. So unfortunately I'm not going to see those Great Crested Grebes, so what I will do is I'll leave you with a few of my favourite photographs from the morning.
So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
So despite not seeing any spectacular species, I've still had a great morning and I have managed to photograph lots of different birds. I have heard a lot more than I've seen. I've heard the goldcrest, the song thrush. I keep hearing chiff-chaffs all the way around. I've heard a blackcap as well. So I've heard lots of things that I've not managed to photograph, and that's mainly down to the fact that we're in the middle of July and we've got very dense leaf cover. But all told, I've still had a great morning. Well, if you have enjoyed that video, do let me know down below in the comments, and up over to my Instagram or Vero account, that's at Oakden Photography. Leave me your comments there, and you can also see lots of my photographs. Now, if you like what I do on the channel and want to help support me to make future content like this, then you can leave out the gift shop. That's at Teespring. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so head off over there because the purchase really does help me out, and it's very much appreciated. But you don't have to spend any money at all to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking like, subscribe, and the bell notifications. It really helps me out, and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future content. Watch out for next week's video. That goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, go and check out this video just up here, but all that's left now is to say stay safe, and I'll see you soon.